Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to reading for November 2023. We're just going to jump right in here, Cancer. You have this soulmates card and this to be fair card. There you go. There could be a soulmate coming in for you if you're looking for love. I feel like it's something you've probably been waiting for with the hangman showing up here. Maybe you've been single, focusing on yourself for a while. Yeah, I feel like it's something that's going to be very stable as well. I like the King of Pentacles a lot for love because the King of Pentacles is someone who really wants to make things work. Like they actually do things to work on the connection, or they do things to make things move forward in the connection. So, you know, that looks very good to me. You also have this privileged lady with this mature man. So you could be, you could be the privileged lady. They could be the privileged lady. Take it how it resonates. I don't attach gender to my cards in these in the general readings. So, again, it could be like you're feeling very privileged to be with this person, or this person is going to feel privileged to be with you, and vice versa. I'm sure you both do, but definitely looks very good to me. So there you go. But you have the Hangman, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. I also feel that some of you have been waiting for more financial stability in your life, or you've been trying to create more financial stability in your life with these cards. And I kind of feel that this is your answer right here. We just had that eclipse in Libra, and you have this to be fair card. If you're watching this in November, we just had the eclipse at the end of the month as well. But I'm talking about the Libra eclipse that we had like in the middle of October. I feel was all about fairness and was also all about creating more balance in, obviously in whatever it is that you do in your life. You go from the King of Pentacles to the Chariot up to the Two of Swords here. So that to me kind of says that you might be looking for something that is more fair. And this could be financially. I really do feel it is financial because you have the Nine of Pentacles. And what I would say is, before we get to this, is that the Nine of Pentacles kind of represents having a skill. She has these grapes growing behind her, and so she really knows how to do something. Grapes in the tarot represent being able to do something that is hard to do. Again, grapes are very hard to grow well. So to grow them well, they require a lot of skill. The King of Pentacles also has grapes on his cloak. So this tells me that you have some sort of talent, gift, skill, or ability that you can do very well. For whatever reason, I'm just feeling like you either have been undervalued, or maybe you've been personally undervaluing your skill. Again, the problem, they call it the curse of knowledge, right? It's like the problem with being good at something is you undervalue, whatever it is that you offer. And that could be financially, but it could be other things as well. It's like people do this in love, right? Some people are really good lovers, but they undervalue what they bring to the table, and they always end up with some bozo, right? So I kind of feel the Nine of Pentacles is encouraging you to focus on like the value that you bring to situations. I feel like you're probably underestimating it. And again, I do feel like there's a person coming in who probably has the key to your heart here, Cancer. So, definitely could be a new person coming in for you in love. You do have the Hangman here. It could be a Pisces. You have Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus again. So those are the signs that really stand out to me as far as love is concerned. But other than that, I kind of feel that we are in a time of changing your perspective. And, I encourage everyone to look at new perspectives right now. Like whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, I would just simply research like other ways to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. It'll make you more flexible. By doing it, you're working with the energy. Again, there's a ton of astrology that I personally believe is like saying, if you're not flexible, you're going to have a super hard time. So, I would be flexible. We go across here. The Two of Swords is also another card of being flexible, because she has this island behind her. And that island behind her could represent like a new opportunity. So and it's weird that you have this caution and loss card here. I feel like it's saying like, she is blindfolded, right? So I feel like it's saying, do not miss out on an opportunity that's coming your way. I actually kind of feel like it's a good thing, but don't miss out. With the Hangman, you have the World. Going this way, obviously, you could be having a new beginning with a person. They could be at a distance as well. So, you have the World and the Chariot, which could represent moving or traveling. I do feel that kind of seeing things from a new perspective is going to be the thing that leads to you finding more success, in work or business as well. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Death card. You have the Death card twice here. Death can represent a transformation. I do feel like there is a change in work. I see it over here, really, in this row. And so I kind of just feel like some of you could be doing something, or you could be like just, what am I trying to spit out here? It's like, I feel like you are trying to do something, or you're trying to get a job where you are more valued. So if you have a job, I think maybe you're looking for something that actually takes your skills into account. If you have a business, same thing. Maybe you're raising your prices. Maybe you're, changing what you offer, or, something. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands here. Two of Wands literally to the Fool right here. And you have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is coming up in the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. But it is interesting. Excuse me. Two of Wands can represent needing to take a leap of faith. Like, he's on the Two of Wands. He's normally standing at the top of his castle, and there's like the village down below him, which is his comfort zone. And the Two of Wands kind of represents needing to take a leap of faith away from a comfort zone so that you can have something new or better. He normally has a whole world in his hands. So I kind of feel you need to take a leap of faith at this time. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this mature man card and this privileged lady card. So again, if you're attracting, whatever gender you're into, it doesn't matter. I do feel that most of you are attracting someone who could be older than you. But, look, I feel like you're going to be fancy with this person. So, this person could be very successful. You could just feel very privileged, and vice versa as well. Again, I kind of feel like the feelings are mutual. Like, you feel privileged to be with each other. So definitely something to pay attention to here. And, again, I feel like this is a very good person. So there you go. You have the Nine of Swords, and, could be a soulmate. You have the Nine of Swords, the Chariot, and the Ten of Swords. I feel like a never-ending cycle needs something that you've been repeating needs to come to an end. We literally see it right here. We go Nine of Swords to Death card, Hierophant to the Ten of Swords. So, this to me is a never-ending cycle. Nine of Swords is also a comfort zone. This right here is a comfort blanket. I always tell the story with the Nine of Swords of how it's like he's uncomfortable, but he's not uncomfortable enough to make a change. And, a lot of people stay in situations that are uncomfortable, but it's like not enough to motivate them to change their life. And, again, one thing I've learned the hard way personally is that you can avoid the Nine of Swords. And this happens a lot. I've seen a lot in business. There's actually, it's not a logical fallacy, but there's like an effect, and it's like a paradox, right, in life. And I can't remember what it's called, but the paradox is basically we all get to a point where we're kind of just plateauing. And we see this a lot in like businesses. We see this with people's health as well and stuff, where you get to this level, you just kind of like coast, right? You stay there, but you never go up. Maybe you never go down, but until things get to a point where where there's like some sort of pain that's introduced, that's when people go up or down. Like we have the economy right now. Whatever your feelings are about it doesn't matter. It's like, it's creating pain in some people's businesses. And some people, I think, are going to rise to the occasion. They're going to make changes. They're going to do things to go up. Other people are obviously going to go down. And so and we see this if you look at luxury businesses, for example, there are people right now that are selling like luxury goods for rock bottom prices, right? Because they're trying to offload the things that they own so that they can have the extra cash on hand, right? And then there are other people who are scooping things up at rock bottom prices. And those people are probably going to sell them in the future for a lot more money. So, again, it's kind of like the Nine of Swords reminds me of cycles, but it basically says you don't have to coast. You can always go up by creating improvements, leaving comfort zones. Whenever you start to get comfortable, you can do something. Obviously you don't have to do something to create pain in your life, but you can do something like, I need to run a new experiment in my business, or I need to try something new in my health. I've kind of plateaued. Or, whatever other area of your life it is. This happens in relationships. It's like, why do you think relationships fail? Because it's like you spend a lot of time living with a person in the same freaking house. Like, tell me how that works, right? Nothing ever changes. Like, people don't try to keep the romance alive. They just start acting like roommates. Then they become roommates as well. So again, yes, we do have to constantly improve, and we have to put the work in. But if you do that, then you'll be very successful. There you go. You have the Chariot, your card, showing up in a very strong position here. I also feel there are a lot of victories for you. I would encourage you actually to move in, I look at diagonals in tarot as the direction that you're moving in. I would move in both directions. They're kind of very similar. This way is saying go to this island behind you. This way is saying take a leap of faith towards something new. And so I feel like that you're taking a leap of faith towards something new in your life. You have the Four of Pentacles, again, holding on too tightly to a comfort zone. I feel like that's the one, it's like there's love here if you want love, for example, but I feel like you have to, step outside your comfort zone to go get this person here, which could mean like going out, meeting people, going on dates, things like that. And so, don't be afraid to do it. Looks very good. Looks like you're going to meet a real one here. With the Nine of Swords, what do you know? You have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords represents needing to sacrifice one thing so you can have something better. You have that To Be Fair card, that Libra eclipse we just had. And I don't care if you're watching this 6 months from now. I would still work with that energy. And what I would say here is that the Ace of Swords is kind of a card of cutting something out. The sword cuts both ways. There's always normally a palm frond on this side, olive branch on this side. Palm fronds in the tarot represent a sacrifice, which we see literally going this way. Death and the Ten of Swords could be you sacrificing one thing so that you can have something better in your life. So don't be afraid to release things that are no longer serving you. With the Chariot, you have the Queen of Wands. Everybody gets a Queen of Wands nowadays, and I just think it's a sign of the times. We have to be bold. We have to be assertive. We have to go and look for solutions. Again, fortune favors the bold. I've been saying this for like 2 years now. That really, again, if you want to be successful, then you have to be bold, you have to be assertive, and you really have to dig for gold. I talk about digging for gold all the time. It's like you have to move a lot of dirt to get to the gold. So if you're looking for solutions to problems, if you're looking to go up, not down in some area of your life, you're going to have to study and, do some of the boring stuff. But again, the people who do that are going to be very successful. The people who don't are, not. It's just that simple. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords. I kind of feel like you've healed from something. Excuse me, that is complete with that Two of Wands. On the Two of Wands, normally the guy on the Two of Wands has that wand, and that wand is standing on its own, and then he's reaching forward to a new wand. So it says there's no reason to hold on to the past. He's got that wand behind him. It stands up on its own. The one in front of him is something new. So again, I feel like it's encouraging you to embrace newness here. Next, you have this loss in this caution card. We have Saturn and Pisces right now. This loss card is Saturn and Pisces. So, I would be careful of missing out on something. You have this caution card as well. So again, I kind of feel like that this is saying like, don't miss out on something that could be very good for you. This could be a person, it could be a situation, it could be pretty much anything. But I kind of feel like it's something that maybe you're not aware of because of the Two of Swords. You have the Two of Swords, Hierophant, Death card, and the Fool. The Two of Swords, she has that new island behind her. She's trying to protect herself. She's got those swords crossed over her heart. But she, again, has that new island behind her. She is thinking this or that. She's stuck in a stalemate, but there could be a new opportunity behind her. There could be something new that she could do with her life, but she has to go and do it. And so the Two of Swords, there are some solutions to. Number one, trust your intuition, right? She has a blindfold on, which could represent the fact that she needs to trust what her intuition is telling her to do. And, I think that would be helpful. I would also, this is my card of third place solutions, and I believe we're in a time of third place solutions. Third place solutions are, most people think this or that, and it's probably something no one's ever thought of. So if you're finding like innovative, unique ways of running your business or improving your health or improving your love life, try it and see what happens. And if it works, great, keep going. If it doesn't work, great, stop and go try something else, right? Next, you have the Hierophant and the Death card. I feel like you've learned a lot from a loss that you've had in the past, is what this is saying. You even have the Ten of Swords and the good stuff. And so, again, I feel like the Ten of Swords is positive in this area of the reading, but it's really just saying to me that you have learned a lot from a loss that you've experienced, and I feel like this is going to be improving things. It's just like you're carrying the knowledge forward. I really don't feel much here. I think it's just saying like you are taking the things that you've learned from the past and you're bringing them into a new situation, which is exactly what we should do. We shouldn't be paranoid about, something that happened in the past, but we should just be aware of it and pay attention to it in the future. And that's kind of like where I feel like you're at here. With this energy is I feel like you're just kind of paying attention to the things that you've learned and you're moving forward just in general. I feel like there's also just a very exciting new beginning coming in for you here. I feel like there's something, some sort of new excitement, or I'm not really sure where I'm going with this, but I do feel more excited with this Fool card. He could be excited for his journey, but I just like more than I normally would feel. So let's see here. With the Two of Swords, you have the Six of Cups. I thought you had another 6 for some reason, but the Six of Cups can represent a turnaround or obstacles being removed from your path, which is great on the Two of Swords. There could be some sort of obstacle that's being removed here. With the Death card and the Hierophant, you have the Moon. The Death card has the Moon, or has the 2 pillars from the Moon right here, and the Sun is coming up. So I kind of feel this is saying that you're leaving a time of uncertainty in your life, and I feel like you're stepping into a time of clarity, or knowing what steps to take, which is great. Because you have the Fool and you have the Wheel of Fortune. There you go. So the Fool would represent a life-changing new beginning, and I kind of feel like that's what's coming in, going this direction here. I feel like you're gonna have to be bold. You're gonna have to be assertive. You're really gonna have to kind of like charge towards something with that Chariot. Chariot says where there's a will, there's a way. But the Chariot is a card of hard control. Like it says you really have to take control. And the other thing is that he's leaving a comfort zone. He has this city behind him, and he's leaving that city behind him behind. It's like that city has everything that he knows and understands, and everything he's ever, experienced is there. And so he's kind of like going and just trying to figure things out. He's trying to find a place where he can set himself apart, which can be scary. So, I kind of feel this is saying this right here is like a life-changing opportunity, a new opportunity, but you're going to have to be like bold and assertive and really go for what your desires are telling you. The Queen of Wands, she's normally holding that sunflower, and the only thing that is guiding her is her desire. That sunflower points towards the sun, which is her attention. You have this Comfort card. It says your income is steady and living comfortably. Keep raising the bar. You cannot make this stuff up. This whole entire time I've been saying that you have to go up, don't go down, right? Keep raising the bar and get out of a comfort zone. Like, are you kidding? I did that. This whole entire reading has been about that. You're on a journey of discovering your life purpose. Yes, I feel like you're discovering what you're meant to do here. Again, I think the whole life purpose thing is a little bit overrated, but again, I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming in for you here. Again, I feel like you're going in the right direction. Pisces had a similar reading about kind of going in the right direction as well. You have the Devil, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Again, this is going to be good. So this is the good stuff no matter what. And so it looks to me like you could be removing yourself from a toxic situation, which would obviously be positive. I do also feel you could be attracting a Capricorn or someone with Capricorn in their chart. So definitely something to pay attention to here. But I kind of feel like you're removing yourself from negative situations. The Ten of Swords can represent a blessing in disguise. He's making a symbol right here, which represents like a blessing in disguise. So I do feel there could be a blessing in disguise coming in for you here. That's really all I see here. I do feel like, again, that some of you are making a sacrifice, meaning that you could be letting go of one thing so that you can have something better. Like maybe you're letting go of one job so you can have a better job. You're letting go of a business to create a better business, or where you live so you can have somewhere better to live. You have the Knight of Pentacles, and again, Knight of Pentacles and the good stuff to me represents progress. So I feel like you're making a lot of progress this month. I kind of feel really that's going to be the standout thing for you, is what's popping into my head here, is the thing that's really going to stand out to you this month is the amount of progress you can make if you go up. If you leave comfort zones, if you try to level up like that card said, then I feel the amount of progress you make is going to be like maybe as much as you normally accomplish in like 6 months. With the Devil, you have the Nine of Cups. Definitely wish fulfillment coming in for you this month, or some sort of success. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Four Cups. Love it. Excuse me, the Four of Cups in this deck from the White Sage Tarot. You can see that those 3 cups are pouring into 1 cup. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be getting into a situation where a person is really giving, which is kind of what we said here. Again, this to me would represent a person who doesn't put you in a third party, who gives to you as much as 3 people, right? So definitely a very successful connection. Could be an earth sign for sure, because you have a lot of earth here. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Five Wands. It's like the end of some sort of conflict, going this direction here. Again, it is showing up in the good stuff, which would tell me that it's going to be positive, but you could be ending some sort of conflict that you've been experiencing, in your life in general. So let's see here. We're pulling five main themes. You have this claw. It says, be careful, do not take risks. Again, you have that caution loss card there. I would be careful of taking any, risks. You have this vulture. It says depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. I would get out of your head. Again, I like, don't make up stories is what I'm getting here. Because again, this is a really good reading. You have this goldfish card. It says increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. There you go. Definitely could be a major increase. We see this here. Privileged lady. You have some really good changes financially showing up here as well. So really like it. You have this younger man card. Says dealings with relationships with a younger man. You have this club. It says someone will try to make you do something against your will. I kind of feel like this could be a past person. If you're looking for love, that could be the sacrifice you're making. Maybe it was a younger person, or maybe they were just immature, and I would avoid that person. You have this January card, and you have this bridge. It says successfully overcoming problems. So again, maybe by the time we get to January, you're really I feel like you're really moving forward, by the time we get to the new year, or you feel like you're making a lot of progress to me here, Cancer. So I definitely feel this is a good thing. I want to pull one more as well. Yeah, you have this tulip card that says great passion. If you're attracting a person, I feel there's a lot of passion. But again, I also feel that if you are want a job or a business, that there's something that you could be doing that you're more passionate about. I'm not necessarily saying that it has to be a passion-based business. I kind of go both ways on passion-based businesses. It's like some, entrepreneurs say don't have a passion-based business. Others say definitely do. I think it kind of depends, but what I would say here is I do feel we can get things that we are more passionate about, which could make it a little bit easier. But this is a pretty good reading, so thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.